Hi guys, it's Joe. I just figured I'd take a minute out. I've tried to record a video for y'all 3 times today, and I always keep screwing it up. So I'm actually in the kitchen, obviously, as you can see. And like I said, I've tried doing this and I've tried doing that, and apparently I can't make vlogs while I cook as well. So I've gotten most of the hard work done. We're just going to spice it and throw it all together and put it in the oven. I apologize. I'm going to keep looking away because I can't do 2 things at once. So I'm going to talk while I cook. Let's see. And I have to read the recipe because it's not one of my own. Onion powder, I need a teaspoon. So cooking. Obviously I love to cook. And I cook a little bit differently. I don't always follow the recipe. And this here is my measuring spoon. I don't use actual measuring spoons. I do palmfuls. I know you can't see it. That is about a teaspoon of pepper. And that's what the recipe calls for, so that's what I'm putting in. So we've got that done. I just have to mix this up. And I won't bore you with all the the boring details on what I'm fixing, but I've got all my stuff put in the bowl, so I'm going to mix, because I can do that and talk at the same time. I'm pretty sure anyway. So cooking. I love to cook. I always have. Even when I was a little tiny kid, I would sit there on the counter and help whoever was in the kitchen, whichever one of my parents it was. I would help them spice dinner, and I spiced it by smell. You know, I'd take a whiff of this spice, and if it smells good, well then we'll put some in, and if it smells really good, we'll put a lot of that in. That's how I cooked. That's how I still cook. And I'm honestly not sure if I have a bowl big enough for what I need it for. But that's beyond the point. That's beside the point, rather. See, I can't talk and cook at the same time. Like I said, I love to cook, obviously. I love to eat, very obviously. And so, you know, the kitchen is one of my favorite places to be. There's always something fun going on in the kitchen. You know, you're never going to have a bad day in the kitchen, really. I have no idea what the next step is, so I'm just going to keep talking and mixing. I figured I'd share a couple of recipes with y'all really quick. And I know doing recipes on here without actually making the food is kind of silly, but I don't actually have a camera or a cameraman to show you what I'm doing, so I'm just going to explain stuff to you. I'm going to give you a couple of Texas recipes. These were either invented by someone I know or passed to me by someone I know. So they're really good. One of them is really labor intensive, but it's totally worth it. The other one is really simple and really delicious, just really tasty. The names of these 2 things sound really bad, but I promise it's not what it sounds like. The first one that I'm going to talk about is called armadillo toes, and I promise you there's no actual armadillo in the dish, nor are there any toes. The way that you start is you go out and you get yourself some cream cheese, some barbecue sauce, whatever your particular flavor that you like is, bacon, and fresh jalapenos. Now you take your jalapenos and you clean them. You chop the stem off, and then you pull out all the seeds, and then you slice them lengthwise from top to bottom. You set all those aside, and then you take your jalapeno seeds and you put them off to the side. If you like stuff really spicy, you want to save that. If you don't like it spicy, you can just toss the seeds away. You want to take your cream cheese and soften it either in the microwave or let it sit out for a little minute. And then if you like your food really spicy, you take some of those jalapeno seeds and you fold it into the cream cheese really quick. It gives it a little bit of bite because the seeds obviously are what give the jalapeno the heat. So you mix all that together, and then you take your jalapeno halves and you fill them with the cream cheese mixture. Once you do that, you're going to take your bacon and, say your bacon is this long, you want to cut it in half so you've got shorter strips. You take your bacon and you dredge it through your barbecue sauce, and then using a toothpick, you wrap your jalapeno in the bacon. Once you have all that done and all that put together, and it does take a long time to do, Once you do that, there's two ways you can actually cook it. You can either cook it on the grill, which gives it that really nice smoky flavor, or if you don't have a grill or you prefer things a little bit more clean, you can actually do it in the oven. You set your oven to about 400 degrees, and every oven varies. I've cooked this dish in 5 different ovens, and each time the cooking time varies drastically. So basically what you want to do is you want to cook it until your bacon is nice and crispy. That's pretty much all it boils down to. The way I like to do it is I take a deep casserole dish and I lay a cooling rack over the top of it so that I can put my jalapenos and bacon on there. And then as the bacon grease drips, it drips into the casserole dish, and you just get this nice, clean, lean bacon going on. And it's really, really fantastic. You can serve them as appetizers. Theoretically, you could do a meal out of those. You probably get sick of it after about the first 3. But well, I usually make those up for Thanksgiving, Christmas, whatever we happen to be doing. Whatever holidays coming up, I usually make a batch of those. The next thing that I'm going to tell you, I'm not going to show you because it would be crazy. The next thing I'm going to tell you how to make is a thing called armadillo eggs. Again, there's no eggs and there's no armadillo, I promise. You take yourself some fresh jalapenos, again, and you slice the top, pull out the seeds. If you like the seeds, if you like it spicy, really, really spicy, keep the seeds. If not, throw them out. After you do that, you take shredded cheese, whatever flavor you happen to like, and you stuff the jalapeno with your shredded cheese. Then you want to take breakfast sausage, like a spicy breakfast sausage. And it's got to be ground. It can't be actual sausage links. You want to take your breakfast sausage and take the same cheese, and you want to mix it in a bowl together. You only need like one little roll of sausage that is, give me 1 second. This is actually ground turkey, but the ground sausage comes in about a 1 pound little roll like this as well over here. So you need about a pound of that sausage. So you want to mix that together and get that all mixed up and really good. And then you take it and you pack your whole cheese stuffed jalapenos in this sausage mixture and make it in kind of a little egg loaf. And you can cook it again the same way. You can cook it on the grill or you can cook it in the oven. I find it works best in the oven. Most folks like to do it on a cooling rack, like I said, and let the grease drip off, so it's not. You want it a little bit juicy, but you don't want it just. I know that's not even. It's not even a word, but I'm sure you get what I mean. I like to, like I said, I like to do it on the cooling rack. I like my stuff a little bit more lean. Why I'm so big, who knows? Probably because I eat a lot of lean things. Anyway, you cook that till it's done, and then the way that you want to serve it is you take all your armadillo eggs that you've made, and you want to put them on a plate or a platter or in a bowl, however you want to serve them. But you want to take one and you want to slice it. And you kind of want to slice it at an angle so that you wind up seeing the layers. You got the cheesy sausage on the outside, then your jalapeno, and then your melted cheese on the inside. And it's really fantastic. It goes over really great at parties. You can spice your sausage and cheese mixture if you like. If you don't want to, you don't have to. You can just use straight up sausage. I usually like to throw a little bit of garlic, a little bit of pepper, some salt, and just a touch of cayenne pepper in, because I really like spicy foods. Not everybody likes it as spicy as I do, so you might want to tone back your spices a little bit. Yeah, those are my 2 appetizers. I'm looking at my time. I've got about 1 minute, so I'm going to go really quick and give you one more dish. Hamburger, rice, and cheese, right? It's one of those things that you don't have a lot of time in the kitchen. You don't have a lot of food that you can really cook. You just pull out and say, okay, I've got this, this, and this. I'm going to make something out of it. Cook your rice. Doesn't matter what kind. Whatever rice you like. Cook some rice. Cook your hamburger, ground hamburger. Drain it. Put it to the side. Spice it however you like. You also need some shredded cheese and some Rotel tomatoes, which are chopped tomatoes and diced green chilies canned together. Throw that all in a bowl. Once it's all cooked, mix it up, serve it. It's just about the most filling thing you'll ever find. Just really, really good comfort food. And it's the best thing is you can do it, cook it, put it in the fridge overnight, and it's even better the second day. That's about all the time I've got. I'm pushing 10 minutes right now. So that's what I've got. Hope y'all enjoy these recipes. If you do, great. If you don't, no harm, no foul. Like I said at the beginning, I'm Joe. Hopefully you made it this far into the video. I'll see you guys soon.